guy's lit, bro.
I wanted to make a video of the trip Maddie and I took to New York, because I don't know. Usually, I would just put together a bunch of pictures of my trip, and then like I would put, the maybe a song behind it or something. But I got a bunch of stuff like recording equipment for Christmas, and I plan to put it to good use. Charlie wants to say hello. Hi, Charlie. Maddie and I took this trip to New York, not to like sightsee, but because we're considering moving there after she graduates from Kentucky in the fall. So we didn't necessarily purpose. I mean, we did some sightseeing, but not really on purpose. We kind of just were there to explore and just do our own thing. But anyways, I drove to New York on Sunday morning. I picked her up at the airport at around 11 a.m. I think. We ended up going to our hotel, but we couldn't check in yet. But we were allowed to keep our car parked outside of the hotel. So we left our car there and we walked to this cafe. It's called Blue Bottle Cafe. And it was really delicious, but it was really kind of expensive too. But coffee was good. I enjoyed that place. And we just walked back to the hotel and I got this quick picture of a bank. I don't know. I personally just really like old banks. I have a picture of like the Wesleyville Bank on my phone too because it looks pretty similar to this. It just reminded me of that. I don't know. I like old architecture and old stuff. I wish we made buildings that still looked like this. And you could ask Maddie. I talked a lot about that while we were in New York. And then we went to dinner at this place called Amor Loco. And on the way there, we were walking and I saw this old church building. And again, architecture. New York's interesting because you will see an extremely like old building and it's just next to like touched up against two modern buildings. So it's very interesting to see like many different ages of architecture just like lined up with like nothing syncs together. It's just like plug and play. And then we ended up making it to this place, and Maddie got these burrito tacos. She recorded this. Those tacos look delicious. And then I got a burrito. You can see my burrito here. It's I think it was this surf and turf, so it had steak in it and then shrimp on it. And this was some really good shrimp. And this guac. I mean, we destroyed the guac before we even got our dishes. I told Maddie, I'm like, Maddie, we don't need the chips and dip, but Maddie will not go. If you've ever gone to a Mexican restaurant with Maddie, there is no way in hell she's leaving that place without first getting chips and guac before she eats her meal. Every single time. Doesn't matter where we're at. Unless it's like Chipotle. She's not getting chips and guac from Chipotle. After that, we wanted to get like dessert. So we went to this, like, I don't know, like a sweets place, but they had hot cocoa. And I didn't get any pictures of this place. But this place was like, I don't know. It reminded me of like going to a Ghirardelli place. We had to walk through Times Square to get there, so we stopped in Times Square. My favorite part of Times Square was the bleachers from the Spider-Man fight scene. I don't know what they're called, but like I saw those bleachers and I'm like, yo, that's from Spider-Man, not Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield series, and he's fighting that electric guy. What's the actor's name? I think Jamie Foxx. He was fighting Jamie Foxx on those, and then the electricity passes through the bleachers and he's like moving in slow motion. I don't know. That was like my favorite part of Times Square. I didn't even care about the freaking buildings with TVs on them. While we were walking, we saw a street performance. Street performance was pretty cool. These guys were talented. I mean, they were pretty freaking talented. There were times where they were underwhelming. So these are like I probably captured the highlights of it. But I mean, that guy could have played a Spider-Man. Then this other guy was just spinning on his head, and it was just he probably went 20 seconds spinning on his head. And I was just like, he's got to be so dizzy after that. Maddie was entertained. And yeah, at the end you can even see that he like walks the wrong way on purpose as a joke. The best part is that they ended up pulling me into a street performance, so I ended up being one of these people that they were using. Let's listen.
Whoa, man, not that close.
What are you doing?
You don't know her.
We don't know you.
No, it's not his fault. It's your fault. We don't play that shit. Turn your ass around.
But it was pretty funny. They lined us up and they were saying that they were gonna jump over like 6 of us, and that's not what happened. They took like 3 of us and we had to like bend over. Like I was underwhelmed at this point. I was out there for too long. I just wanted to go back to the side. But I mean, it was a cool experience. I mean, I don't know. I said to Maddie, I'm like, when in Rome, I mean, we're on Times Square. We may as well go see the street performance, and then I ended up being a part of it. So that was that. But that pretty much ended out our night. We just went back to the hotel and went to bed. We were both tired. It was a long day of traveling just getting there. But it was a really fun time. And the second day after this was probably my favorite day, and that'll be a separate video.